Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. John Owen talks about sports and movies. Thank you for checking out today's video. Always appreciate support. Let's go. So, welcome to another edition of Sports News Roundup. Today, I'm just going to talk about the NFL Conference Championship reaction and just give a few quick thoughts on Deshaun Watson and all his trade drama. Not that maybe drama is the greatest word, but I think it works. So make sure you leave your thoughts on all these topics in the comments below. Make sure you like the video, and subscribe to the channel so you never miss out on any of the fun. Let's get into it. I'm just going to give a few quick thoughts on Deshaun Watson and his preferred trade destinations. A rumor came out that Deshaun Watson's top two choices are the Jets and the Dolphins, and the Jets are his number one choice. And it's really kind of dumbfounding. You know, he wants to escape this dysfunctional Texans organization that's not supplied him with the playmakers he needs to be successful. And when they did, they traded D-Hop away for a second-round pick. But now he wants to turn around and go into another rebuild, into another franchise that historically has even been more dysfunctional than the Texans. And it just doesn't make a lot of sense to me why he would want to go through that. I understand the Jets have a lot of cap space. They could sign him and a big receiver this year in free agency. And I understand that he really likes Robert Saleh, who they hired, and that was one of the guys he really wanted the Texans to hire. But it just doesn't make a lot of sense to go to the Jets that are just 100% completely dysfunctional, especially in a division that has the Dolphins and the Bills that are going to be perennial playoff contenders for a long time. To me, Miami makes the most sense. They've already got a great team. They're great on defense, great on special teams. Brian Flores is a fantastic head coach. All that they need to do is get more dynamic at quarterback. I'm not the one in the boat that the Dolphins should draft another quarterback, get rid of Tua. I'm not going to judge Tua off of 9 games coming off of a major hip injury with no training camp and no OTAs. That's just way unrealistic. That's way unfair to judge Tua off of 9 games in that situation. However, if I'm the Dolphins and it comes down between Tua maybe hitting or for sure Deshaun Watson, I'm sending him. But I'm not going to draft, say, a Zach Wilson or someone like that over and try to replace Tua. No. But to me, Miami makes a lot of sense for Deshaun Watson and the Dolphins. I would really, really like to see that happen. But Deshaun Watson has no trade clause, so it really doesn't matter what it's up to anyone except Deshaun Watson. It just does not make any sense in my mind for Deshaun Watson to want to go to the Jets. I just don't understand that. Excuse me. So now we're going to switch over to the NFC and AFC championship games. I watched both games, every play, didn't miss a play, all that good stuff. I'm going to start with the NFC championship game because that was the game that was first, and that was the game that seems to be a little more controversial. First off, people, stop saying the Packers got robbed. All right, look, yes, they missed one really bad PI, or it wasn't PI, it was just holding that should have been called on the Bucs. Rodgers' first pick, that definitely could have been pass interference because, like if you stop it at some point, he just has his hand on the shoulder, but at one point he grabs the jersey. So if you want to say that was PI, definitely want to give you that one. But stop complaining about that call at the end of the game where he literally grabs his jersey on 2 separate times. He grabs it with his right hand, then grabs it with his left hand. Now when the Bucs receiver fell, Johnson, that was not PI. That dude just fell. He just tripped. But there was 2 jersey pulls before that, so stop saying that cost the Packers the game. What cost the Packers the game was not going forward on 4th down when they kicked the field goal down 8. With there was 2.5 minutes left in that game. You're not going to get that ball back. Not with Brady's game management and expertise and everything like that. Even though you had 3 timeouts and a 2-minute warning, you weren't going to get that ball back. All right? You just might as well just have gone for it on 4th. Aaron Rodgers was under that assumption. He thought they were going for it on 4th. I'm not going to sit here and criticize Aaron Rodgers for not running it in. It was kind of he's not like necessarily fast. There was a lot of space, but I'm pretty sure it was Levante David that was kind of like the closest defender to him, so I feel like he could have caught him. I don't blame Rodgers for not running it in. Should have probably, but I'm not going to sit here and just criticize him. I'm gonna criticize the Packers first half defense. Second half, fantastic. But with 6 seconds left, you can't let Scotty Miller beat you on a wheel route. You can't be trying to play prevent defense and let someone get behind you. That was terrible. Matt LaFleur not being aggressive on that fourth down on their last drive. You got A-Rod, bro. Top 5 quarterback of all time. Trust him to make the play. Trust him to get those 8 points for you. You got to trust him. You trusted him for a long time, all year, this whole game and everything like that. You got to trust A-Rod in that situation. And then if you don't score, you're still in the exact same position. You still have 3 timeouts and a 2-minute warning to get a stop. Except this time they're backed up. On your 5 or on their own 5 instead of, their own 35, and they're just like, all right, we got this. It's just a tough situation. But the Bucs, defensively, they played fantastic. To give up only 26 points to Aaron Rodgers, fantastic. They had 4 or 5 sacks, I'm pretty sure, had great pressure, defensively, a great performance. Tom Brady did not play good in the second half. I'll admit. Let's see, he had 3 picks. The one where he overthrew Mike Evans was a bad pick. That was just bad. The one where he got pressure and he just kind of floated up to Mike Evans. That one, I'm not going to necessarily put that on him, but he definitely should have just probably taken the sack. Mike Evans was pretty open, but you got to have a good spot on ball for him to be open. So I probably would have just taken the sack. And his first pick, which I've talked about third, was on him too. So he did not play super great in this game. But at the end of the day, he made the plays necessary in the second half to win, and he played a fantastic first half. And at the end of the game, when they needed to go down to get the field goal and all that good stuff, he made the plays necessary to win. That's why he's the GOAT. 10 Super Bowl appearances. He's going to start a Super Bowl for 2 different teams. Just Brady's list of accolades needs a whole video to itself. The undisputed NFL GOAT. I don't want to hear Aaron Rodgers. I don't want to hear an argument for A-Rod. More talented? Yes. Better? No. I don't want to hear the argument for A-Rod over Brady. I don't want to hear it from Montana. I don't want to hear it from Peyton Manning. I don't want to hear it from Elway. I don't want to hear it for anybody else you could think of. Brady's got in the bag. The only person that could potentially catch him is a person I'm going to talk about later in the video. But Tom Brady's one of my favorite players of all time. My second favorite NFL player of all time. He's just fantastic and the true mark of excellence, and that's why I love him so much, because I'm a competitive person who wants to succeed, and he's the epitome of success in this world, and so he's just magnificent. Love Brady. Unless the Chiefs are just they're just so good, just period. Everyone was like, oh, they didn't play great towards the end of the regular season. Dude, they were bored. They're so much better than everyone else in the league that they were just bored. It's kind of like KD when the Warriors had KD and Steph and Clay and Dre. They were so much better than everyone else that they just kind of coast. And then, boom, they flip a switch, they turn it on, and they beat down everybody. The Chiefs are doing that again. The Chiefs spotted the Bills 9 points and then won by double digits. The Chiefs, after they went down 9-0, I think they scored on 6 straight drives. They're just so good. Just absolutely fantastic. they've got the most complete team in football. They've got the best player, Patrick Mahomes. They've got Travis Kelce, Tyreek Hill, their other role people on offense, McCole Hardman, who after the punt return fumble really redeems himself. He had a great game. Darrell Williams played good yesterday. He was the lead back who kind of stepped up yesterday. Who else? Sammy Watkins didn't play, but he's good. Robinson. And on defense, yeah, they're not the greatest defense in the world, but they have playmakers. They make plays. They got Chris Jones, Frank Clark, Tyrann Mathieu, Daniel Sorgerson. Breeland has been a great pickup. Snead has been a great draft pick. You got Andy Reid, who's arguably the best coach in the league. You just put all that together, and they're just absolutely 100% fantastic. They are a great football team. And no discredit to the Bills. Yeah, Josh Allen did not play great yesterday, but his progression through this year has been outstanding. The Bills have a really bright future. They have got to find the ability to run the football, and they've got to shore up their defense a little bit. But the Bills have great pieces. They've got Josh Allen. I don't know about this, Steve. Excuse me. Josh Allen, the Stephon Diggs, that duo is fantastic. Maybe they need to add a few more playmakers, but they got Cole Beasley. And then on defense, they got Tremaine Edwards, Tre'Davious White. Sean McDermott's a great head coach. The Bills have a great, bright future. The Chiefs are just that good. I believe that the matchups yesterday were the best matchups we could have had. And I'm super excited for the Super Bowl. I'm a little conflicted, but it'll be fun. So thank you for watching today's video. Make sure you just leave your thoughts on all of the stuff I talked about today in the comments below. Check out all the linked content. You have a great day.